on this video is I'm showing you how I didn't do, I guess I failed on what I wanted to do. What's being shown right now is it started out really good, but oh my word, that wisteria was dry and it was as hard as a rock. I mean, it was so terrible to try to get anything done, and everything chattered, and even those, I call them the snaggletooth carbide bits, were rattling and just they couldn't take it. They were almost like they were smoking, and they're brand new. They're sharp. I checked them on other wood, and man, they just ate it up. But this stuff here, it was horrible. So I just, I'm just going to let this go ahead and go through. I got some pictures of the snake on a piece of 4x4 that I started, and I was so excited and happy about it that I thought I was doing so good with it. And then guess what I did? I broke its little head right off. I had made the head too thin anyway, so when I don't even know what I did. I think I grabbed it and was going to do some carving to round the 4x4 off, and the head just went click. So there I was, with a very, well, it was kind of an exciting thing to do because it was first time I'd ever done anything like that. So, and it turned out pretty good, but I mean, it was my fault. I clicked it, I broke it. So I'm starting over on something else, and so that what you're watching right now is another one that it was just so hard, and I couldn't get it to come out right, and I don't have enough experience to really do this, so we'll let the thing go on now, the video go on, and just to tell you that I failed at the one thing. So here we go.
Hey all, I'm going to show you some of the tools that I have been using, and this has nothing to do with if it's right or wrong, because I'm just learning. This is what I took a couple pictures, and I'm putting them on the video next time. This is the snake. I was just going to end it right here, but decided to go on. I'm using different tools, trying to figure out what works, what doesn't. One thing I found out, these here are a set of little carving chisels, and I bought these at Harbor Freight. Ultra cheap. And I thought, oh boy, they're not going to be worth a darn. Well, for me, they are awesome. I love them. And it comes with angled ones, small, 3 different size straights. I have a lot more control over these when I'm doing something like taking this out. I can just, push this, and I have such control over this. Like I said, I'm not trying to get anybody to do anything, because like I said, I'm just learning, It's just that these are some of the things that I found that I really, really like. And one quick thing, these here are beaver craft. I really, really like the beaver craft. I got a set. Let me get the. I got a set of the beaver craft here that has the three different ones in it. It has the big, the small, and then it has, I ain't gonna get it out, but it has one like this in there too. And these are beaver craft too. I bought these two separately when I first started, but this one here has the honing jeweler's rouge, I used to call it, and the strop. Yep, here it is. Here's the strop, a big chunk of leather. One thing that I'm going to say, I've seen guys on YouTube using 800 grit, 900 grit, 1000 grit sandpaper, you know, for sharpening their knives and their chisels and stuff. The thing I have to say is, and I heard it from a couple guys, you don't want to ever touch anything to these blades except leather and the rouge that you use to sharpen them when you run them on the strop. Just like you see, I don't know if you guys remember on some of the old movies in the barber shops, they take the big razor strop and they'd sharpen them razors up, and then they were sharp enough to where they could shave a man's face. So, you know, it's these things, boy, when you use that leather strop, they're just, they are really, really sharp. But anyway, that's just my opinion. I would not, you want your blades so smooth. You want no grinding marks, no little marks from sandpaper or home stones. You want it just like a mirror, and that way it cuts through the wood just like butter. This is the diamond cutter that I got to make little grooves. You get them in big packs. I think I showed them to you once before. You get them in big packs. This is the 60 grit diamond, mainly for stone, but I've used it on the wood too. It's pretty decent. I've got some cutters ordered, and they are, and I hope you can see it, they are the fluted ones, the high-speed steel. And these here cut the softer wood a lot smoother without leaving a fuzzy edge all over the place. So I got a whole set of these coming, plus a set of engraving. They're straight flutes that come to a point. I'll show them to you next time. But I got a whole set of both of those coming. I think from what I want to do, I'm going to need them. And I showed you this before. I have the cordless, the battery operated Dremel 7300, which is awesome little Dremel. And then I've got the 2050. It has a name, I can't remember what they call it, but it is so nice, so small, and as long as you're not in a hurry, take your time doing stuff, this thing is perfect. It's got power enough to do rock and power enough to do the wood. So I guess that's about all I'm gonna say on the tools. Like I said, this is just my opinion, ladies and gentlemen. It's just my opinion because I'm just learning. So, and I always keep the blades covered so they don't get dinged and nicked and all that. But anyway, I'm going to do a little bit on this. So I'll be back with you in a sec. Okay, I am back. I am going to take some of this wood off with my knife, the carving knife. Excuse me, because I have to get used to the carving knife. It's very important. It's just that I'm not comfortable with it, and I think it needs to be sharpened. And I want to make this is a 4x4 piece of basswood. And I want to make it look kind of like a tree or something when that the snake is going up. Well, I've got to strop that, but I'm gonna switch over to the chisels. And maybe it's because I'm not as strong as I used to be, or as strong as these guys are that are doing the carving with the knife, because I just see the huge chips just flying off their knives, and I can't get it done that way. And I think, you know, I'm using the basswood like they suggest and all that, but for some reason I just can't get the chips to fly like they do. And when I remembered sitting out here, I looked up and these little chisels were in the holder. I thought, I wonder how they'll work. Well, they seem to work pretty good. And I do a combination of carving with knives and chisels, and also the carving with the Dremel tool. It's not a complete thing of knife carving or Dremel. Ooh, knocked the camera around here, goofball. And that's another thing I have problem with is how to hold the piece, especially this bigger piece. Sometimes it gets to be a pain trying to hold it and run a knife or a chisel. But and I'll guarantee you, even this basswood, it gets to be hard in spots, let me tell you. And it don't like cutting real good in spots. And one thing I liked about the chisel, I hope you can see what I'm doing, is I can do it straight up and down and push down, and it has the ability to put a little dent in where I'm going, just like a knife. When you take your carving knife and go around and then you go and it peels that off. You can do the same thing with a chisel. So it's chisel's pretty nice. I don't know, I just really like them. as you can see, I can take pretty good swats off of this. But like I said, I want to round it. And I'm not going to bother you with the whole thing. A lot of guys put it on fast forward and stuff, but see, I'm just just not that good yet that I can do all this and make it look so good and so cool. It's just can't do it yet. I got a feeling it's gonna be a while before I am that good. And see, that's what I did there, is I pushed the piece up, but I'm able to cut it, so. Yeah, I might just keep going and fast forward some of this. And if I do, you won't be able to hear me. So I guess I'll just shut up and carve. But it has taken me a long time to get where I am on this, because like I said, I had no clue. Plus I keep hitting my camera. I gotta find another way of getting the camera set in here so it'll face down, so I don't keep hitting the leg. Okay, down a little further. I got a bunch of cleaning up to do. So this video isn't 3 hours long. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off and do some cleaning up and come back and show you what I've done. Hi. Well, I guess I'm pretty much done carving, and I've sanded it down a little bit, so I thought I'd just show it to you and see if you can even see it. I'm in my shop here, and it definitely is better than I've ever done, but it leaves a lot to be desired yet. But I think for my first attempt at something like this, I think it's pretty decent.